Hello everyone, good day to you all. My name is Tundewe, also called Excel. So I welcome you to the very first episode in our series in the Daily Code Challenge. So the stack we'll be using for this is JavaScript, and trust me, these challenges are beginner friendly, and my intention is to have other developers, other friends join this call where we all rub minds together, share our thoughts, and the ultimate aim is to code daily, right? Solve challenges daily, irrespective of the difficulty level, whether very easy, or very hard. We just code every day. So that's the aim, the goal of this series. So today we have a challenge to be working on, and I'm just going to paste the challenge here. Also, today marks the day one of our challenge, right? Okay, so here it is. Let's see what it says. Add lib problem challenge. Write a function, make add lib with parameters, verb, adjective, and noun that accepts three strings. Use string interpolation to return a new wacky string using the three string arguments. See the examples for more information. Okay, so after writing our function, when we call our function and pass in this argument, we expect to have this as our result. And also when we pass this argument as well, we expect to get this as our result, right? Okay, so we are expected to write a function and name it make add lib. So that's what we are going to do right now. So we use function declaration to solve this problem. So I simply just write function and then give it a name, make add lib. Yes, thanks to the autocomplete. Okay, all right. So this function takes in three parameters. We have verb, we have adjective, and we have noun. By doing that, we okay. So so we are currently solving our first challenge in this series, and the problem is right on our screen. So it's called add lib problem challenge. PK, please, can you hear me? Am I very audible?
Yes, you are very audible.
Wow, that's nice. And is my screen visible as well? Is my screen visible as well?
Yes, it is too.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay, all right. So let me just proceed, right? Okay, so before you joined
Yes.
on this call, yeah, so we are solving a problem in, and since today marks our first day, right? That's day1.js. That's why I named it day1.js. And the title of the problem is add lib problem challenge, right? So it says write a function, make add lib, taking three parameters, verb, adjective, and noun that accepts three strings. Use string interpolation to return a new wacky string using the three string argument, right? So we started by using function declaration, which is this, and we named our function make add lib. And we also passed in the three parameters, verb, adjectives, and noun. So what we actually expect is that after we've written the function and we pass in these three arguments, we are expected to get this string as our result. And also for the second example too, when we pass in this argument, we are expected to get this string as our result also. So let's proceed. So we've named our function make add lib, verb, adjective, and noun. So what we do now is Let's first of all try using what is it called concatenation to add all these strings together so we can get I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow. So using concatenation, we put each character in a quote, right? So we say I. So after I, we can just put a space. So you are going to be having a space before the next letter, then plus, then put another quote, write shall, then put a plus, then swim. Swim is a string here and it's an argument. So our argument which has the parameter verb. So instead of us putting swim here, rather just put verb here. So that verb represents the swim we have here. So this statement says I shall swim because verb signifies it represents swim. So I shall swim, that's plus verb plus, okay, plus I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow too, then put another space to the, we put plus, that's concatenation, then to the space D, then space afterwards again, then we put plus sparkly. Sparkly can be found in our arguments here, and it also has the parameter adjective, that's adj. So we could just put adj and then put a plus for the next one. The next string we have is rainbow. Rainbow also is an argument here which has the noun as its parameter. So we just put noun. So let's see what happens here. Now, to actually run this, we have to use a return statement, right? So we simply just put return, then put a space. I know this is not going to give us the expected result, but let's just save it and see what it gives us. So we run this and see. When I hit on the play icon, okay, let me clear this screen first and then let me run it again. Okay, so we have I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow. So we can see that I shall swim here. Those two words are joined together with no space. So we can just put a space after shall here so that we can have a space here. So we have I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow. Now, sparkly rainbow, since both of them here, they are more like objects here, right? So we could just use an empty space to separate these two parameters. So we say plus empty quotes. I think this solves it. So let me save. So when I say we have I shall, verb to the adjective now. Okay, let's run this again and see what it gives us. Okay, now we have I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow. And also we have for the second console log, we have I shall run to the fancy park. Now it appears that there's too much of space here. So let's close one of the space. Is that we close the space here or we close the space here. So let's close the space here. Let's save and run again. Let me as well clear this, then we run. So we have I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow, I shall run to the fancy park. So this is what we get when we use concatenation, that's using the plus symbol. But actually this is very correct, but this is not what the question asks. The question says use string interpolation. So using string interpolation simply means we are going to be involving the template literals. So let's comment on this line of code and do it the way the question asks. So let's using the template literal, we are going to be using a backtick. A backtick or is also known as back quote. So this accepts objects to be placed inside a string, right? So we simply just going to write what we have here and see how it works. So Inside the backtick, we write I shall. So the next word is swim. And again, swim here is is an argument in our function when invoked, right? So we are not going to just write swim here, and we are not just going to write verb like we wrote it in this first instance. Rather, we are going to be using the dollar sign and the curly braces to accept the object in a string, right? So that's string interpolation using template literal. So inside here, we write verb. That means I shall. Where that verb, this entire part, it represents this argument swim. So we say I shall verb to. The sparkly is also an argument in the function when invoked, right? So we are just going to do the same thing that we did here for sparkly. But in this case, we are not going to put in verb. We are rather going to put in adjective because the parameter here is relates to the argument we have here. So we just say dollar sign, curly braces, adjective. So I shall verb to the adjective. What's the next statement we have? Rainbow. Okay, rainbow here is an argument also in the function when invoked, and it's also a parameter when the function is declared. So yeah, we still do the same thing yet again. We say dollar sign quotation mark. I said quotation mark dollar sign and curly brace. So inside this curly brace, we simply just put now. So this is this, but we are not true also. We need to use a return statement. So we simply write return and we save. So I can also just choose to, okay, let us run this and see if we get, let me close this part. Yes, close. And let's run this function again. Okay, so we have I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow. So as expected, using following the instruction that was given, using the string interpolation, we were able to get what the challenge is all about. So let me just remove this since it's not necessary anymore. I save again, then let me run again for maybe the last time. Let me close that and run again. Okay, I shall swim to the sparkly rainbow. So I believe with this we have a good feel of how to use a function, and for any question you can also ask when I drop this video on YouTube, which is my intention. So all right, so this comes to the end of today's challenge. See you tomorrow.